All right, we are back. Oh, excuse me. Got something in my throat. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay. All right. So we are back. I have the stream pulled up on my phone. If I see any skip frames, anything like that, if I see any problems whatsoever, I will check it out through Streamlabs, make sure everything's running fine, make sure everything's going good. So let's get on over to the game. All right. So yeah, I was messing with the settings. But how are we doing tonight, guys? Hope everybody's doing all right. Excuse me. I'm just gonna bob up and down on this main screen here for a moment, and I'm gonna check if the stream is doing all right. Yeah, it's looking like it's doing good. Okay. All right, it's running a little behind. If you guys message in the chat or anything like that, just hit, I'll read them out and I'll respond to you. It may just be a little delayed though, okay? All right. So let's get back to where we were the other day. So we had a few different piles up of books that we were going to be doing. It's looking like should be, well, where did they go? Oh, did I put them on shelves? I think I may have put them on shelves rather than oh, here they are. Here they are. The spell book of light. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. If there's lag, please let me know. Cuz I can pause stream for a moment and I can get it sorted out through Streamlabs, and we'll make it to where it's a little bit better for you guys, okay? I don't want you guys dealing with any lag or anything like that. So, let's get to looking. Okay, so I'm looking at the stream right now, and it's looking like it's not caught up even in the slightest. Okay, it's a little bit more caught up now. Okay, if there's any problems with streams, just let me know, guys. I'll get it fixed up as soon as I can. All right, so we're looking for the Spellbook of Light, which are these books here. Like a yellow gemstone on them. So let's get those sorted out first and foremost. That's not one we need, but that's one we're gonna be doing here in just a moment. Now, I have had more success streaming over on YouTube than I have on Twitch, in terms of frame rates and trying to keep the stream stable. So if you guys have any problems with the stream at all, please let me know, and we may just switch back over to YouTube. Because I'm getting a few notifications here from Streamlabs about some dropped frames. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. So, alright guys. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to switch over to streaming on YouTube. If you guys want to join me for that, feel free to join. You are not obligated in any way to join me and watch. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I've had more success streaming over there than I have on Twitch, Twitch seems to require a whole lot more bitrate than at least YouTube does. So we'll switch over to there for a little bit, and we'll kind of see where it's going to go from here. I'm just cleaning out some of my background applications just to triple check, make sure if that's what it needs, then you know we'll try and get it all topped off properly. Oh, word. We need to add you on. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We I don't add anybody on Discord over stream. I apologize. Apologize about that, but just a security thing. I don't really add anybody through stream. But I'm checking to see if the stream is going to stay stable with the background applications closed or not. Okay. Looking like it's probably not going to. Okay. All right. So. All right. All right. I am. So I'm gonna let you know beforehand. I'm gonna go ahead and take that message out of the chat. You are no longer in the stream at all. Okay. So let me do this on my phone. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a ban evader. The account was created today, like 30 minutes ago, so yeah. Alright, so it's looking like we're gonna have to switch back over to YouTube. It's a little bit less, a little bit easier on the PC for it. So I'm gonna switch back over to there, and you know what? We might not have to. Let me see, because sometimes lowering the graphics setting might help it out a little bit. And that may be the case. You never know. Okay. So that may have done it. That may have done it. We may be all right. I'm going to wait for stream to catch up. I'm going to switch back over to the live. And we're going to go back out here. Now I'm going to wait for the stream to catch up, and I'll see how it's doing. So I'm just going to run around for a moment. And I'm not really going to look for things to be grabbing. Just going to be kind of running around, making sure that the stream's running fine. Want to make sure that everything's running good before I do anything, so... Okay. Okay, so it looks like it's actually doing well. How does it look on y'all's end? Just let me know. Does it look all right? Cause I mean, on my end it looks fine, and I could be wrong. So we're gonna stay with Twitch for a little bit. Right around probably 11, we'll switch back to streaming on YouTube. Had a little bit more success in that. But how are we doing tonight, guys? Are we doing good? Okay, I wonder if this is one of those books that only has 5 books. Because volume 3. Let's see. It says red. That says reds. Volume 3 would go there. Okay, so it does have 10 volumes. Which I probably, yeah. Okay. I should have seen that. That's my fault. My fault. Okay, so let's go around. Let's kind of try and find this book. Oh, I know where those go. This healing magic goes over here. I need to pull these off the shelves and throw them out towards the middle. Because them being up on the shelves like that, they always get me confused. Okay. Alright, so we're looking for white book with yellow gems in it. So, if anybody sees that, just shout it out. I know the stream is quite delayed, so I'll try and be on top of looking at chat. Everybody that can make it out tonight, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Is that a letter? So we're still looking for the green key as well. Which I have no idea where the green key would be. Please don't put it in the chat. Let's see. So here's the decision for you, the librarian. You're in a very tough spot, very bad situation, but I've only got the one solution. You are not leaving this library till you're staying right here until every single volume, every magnificent book is back in its proper place. Those doors are staying shut, sealed. Okay? You've got your wits, you've got your arms, use them. Work hard. If you don't get it done, you're looking at extreme overtime until late at night, which it is late at night. So, you know, until midnight or later, which will probably be exactly how long this stream goes, to be honest. But if you finish, I mean, finish perfectly 100%, I'm going to give you a reward. Ooh, pizza. Hell yeah. Love me some pizza. All right. So, okay, so I have not acquired the key. Where do we think this key would be? So, here's the thing. One was hanging there. One was in that jar, I think, in that one there. And then one was on top of the back wall there. So, if I was to take a gander, if I was to take a random guess, I would say it would be somewhere on this end of the hall, because there were 2 on this end of the hall. So I'm guessing there's going to be 2 on this end of the hall. But Gamer Instincts tells me it's probably going to be somewhere throughout the middle. What was that? Did the streams... Did the stream go down? No? No, it doesn't look like the stream went down. That was weird. That was really, really weird. Okay, anyway. So my gamer instincts tell me they're probably gonna be, it's probably gonna be somewhere right smack dab in the middle. Especially probably under like these on this table or under these on that table. Because I thought initially it was gonna have something to do with the chandeliers, but you can't stand on the chandeliers, so you can't get up to them. So unless it's hanging from the bottom of the chandelier, you wouldn't be able to grab it. So, E to action. It's not doing anything, so I don't know what it's... I don't know what... Oh, wait. That would be cool if one opened like a secret passage or something. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be cool. Anyway, so I'm thinking maybe at this end of the hall. That wouldn't be it, no. It's not there. So this is where... I think it was the blue one. This is where one of the keys was, where I'm standing. Just check the chandelier again. So yeah, it's definitely not chandelier related. Gotta be under a stack of books. That's my guess. If I was to wager a guess. My thought was it was at the bottom of this, but it didn't wind up being at the bottom of this pile, because the way they were stacked was peculiar. I thought it might be at the bottom of that. Man, where would this green key be? Like, really? Try and find... I'm still looking for that white book with yellow gems in it. I'm still looking for those as well, so keep an eye out for those as well. Scream at me if need be. So it's gotta be around here somewhere. I don't know if these paintings are hints to where you can find it or not, because like that one would make sense because the yellow key was in that jar on the left, but the painting above the blue one doesn't make any sense because that's a paint that where that painting is like from the angle of that door when the key was up there. And then for the red one, this doesn't really make sense, but it maybe does. It's kind of like a landscape outside, but I'm assuming this is like the school in the background, and the red key was hanging on the university banner right there. So that leaves us to believe that it's possibly this, right? But same time, what do I gather from this? See, two schools, well, two giant towers divided by some water, and the painting is from like a beach. This is just a thought, but So it's not in those. It's not like tucked away right here. There's another book that we need. Whoa, way too far. There's the beach view. There's like the snowy alpine view. As I don't know where this last key is gonna be. I would think it would be in one of these, right? Like, that's what my guess would be. Be a smart place to hide a key, but I don't see one there is the problem. I don't see a key like rotating up here with these things either. So I'm assuming it's not gonna be in one of those. Okay, well, let's grab these books. Looks like we only have a few more left to collect, so I can just use the skills for that. Looks like we have 6, and we pick up 7 books. So we'll just use this, and now we should have all 10. Is that all 10? Yeah. Alright, and then this goes on a spell book place, but I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're going to hit number 4. I accidentally just used that skill. So yeah, we're kind of screwed with that. Okay, so everybody keep that in mind where those were. There was one right here somewhere. What is this? Book of Fire? There's one right here somewhere. Here it is. And then I think I saw one over here. I didn't want to let that skill go to waste, in all honesty. Alright, so we're looking for the Book of Fire, guys. Come on. Somebody point it out. That's a Book of Explosion. That it? Nope, Psychokinesis. There's one right here somewhere. Is that it? Yep. Okay. And then there was one up here on the right. It's right here somewhere. It's right here somewhere. I know it is. How many do we have? We have 5. I could just hit the button and grab all of them. Let's do it. Okay. And we'll go over here and we'll use number 4 to put them all on a shelf. Alright. Now, what do we do? Which book? Let's see. Out of this pile, which book stands out the most? Probably the easiest to find. Probably The Theory of Everything, because I think I see 3 of those books. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we'll just look for these Theory of Everything books. Galaxy. Yep, there's one there. I saw one behind me. Nope, Genesis Theory. So that's good to know that there's another book that kind of sort of looks like this book. Okay. Alright. So now we'll kind of look in there. We'll probably do those books next. I've seen a lot of those books. Ones with the green trees on them. Everybody remember this book? There's actually, you know what? We'll just grab. Oh, what? Oh, it was just a reflection. That's crazy. Okay. I thought that was the white book with the red circle in the middle that goes over there. I thought that was that book. So let's just do something like this, and we'll just kind of look around, see if we can't find some of these same books here. There's got to be more down there for sure. That's a silver book, and I know where those go because I have them. So this is volume 4, so it would go there. All right. All right. So we'll start. You know what? No, let's finish looking up like right here. We'll look here. Not seeing one. It's theory of everything, but there's one. See, it's hard to spot them in stacks like this. So you kind of got to get a little closer. But I like getting bird's eye views because it's a whole lot easier to see them that way. I'm going to flip this book over because we're probably going to be looking for that book here shortly. Well, if it will stay flipped over, there we go. The ones with the gems are the easiest to find. So we're either going to do the gems or this purple book with a yellow stripe in it. I've been seeing them in a lot of places as well. So that's matter creation. Don't get me wrong. I probably do this the most inefficient way possible. But I don't think I would rather do it any other way. There we go. Because I like getting things one by one. It's a whole lot easier doing it that way. If I grabbed a handful of books, I would spend all of my time staring at the wall with the maps on them. I'd spend all of my time staring at that and trying to figure out which shelves these go to, rather than just going around and picking up books. There's theory of everything. Whoa, almost fell off there. Don't really know what I stood on there. See, there's another one of those forbidden alchemy books. There is Master Mimicry. So yeah, we may do that purple book with the green or the yellow stripe on the top. So we're gonna use the skill here. Okay, so yeah, they're in the piles down here. Makes sense. So let's grab that and make sure that's our only one left. Yep. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense that we wouldn't be able to see that. All right. All right. Theory of everything. Where do these go? Up there. We'll just walk up and we'll hit number 4. Why is it not? Okay, there it goes. I was like, it's not doing the thing. Driving me crazy. Okay. So I have noticed something that seems to be not working. That's why it's not working. Okay. So it's not an actual alert box. Alright. Love that. Wish I had known that in the past. Alright. Let me set up an alert box. Some actual alerts. That'd be nice, huh? So what we'll do is I'm gonna test a few different alerts here. Yeah, we're gonna close that one out. I'm gonna test an alert. Okay, so that one works. But I saw a follow come through a minute ago. And so, okay. So now it's working. All right. So I don't know what that situation was. Not really sure. That's fine. All right. Okay. So, all right. Let's get back to it. All right. So we've been streaming for 30 minutes so far here on Twitch. Probably going to go for about another 30 minutes or so. And then we'll switch back over to streaming on YouTube. Appreciate everybody that has joined us so far. If you want to watch more, please feel free to join us over on YouTube as well. I upload all of my streams to YouTube. Every single one of my streams, I upload it over to YouTube as we get done streaming. So if you guys feel like you've missed anything or anything of the sort, please feel free to hop on the YouTube channel and just catch up. By no means is it anywhere near necessary to watch all of them. They're all about an hour long. I would edit them down, but I don't. I haven't been streaming or uploading videos for that long, so I don't really have editing experience. So, you know, we're right now we're just gonna continue uploading full streams. That's pretty much it. You're gonna get the full package or none at all. Alright, so now we're looking for this Book of Explosion. I can't remember what we were doing before that, so we're just gonna look for this book. I may have just been running around. No idea. Prospect, that's the greatest thing about having a little bit of ADHD mixed in with literally everything else in the world. And so here's another thing. This looks like it's only going to be 5 volumes worth of books rather than 10. Because out of the 5 books I have found, none of them have been over 5. So this is probably going to be one that's only going to have a 5 set. So we're looking for one more book, possibly, hopefully. I like to get a closer look and slow down as I'm looking at these big piles, because you may be able to see like little edges of books like that. And sometimes that's the deal breaker, you know, like seeing that book down in there. I would have never seen that if I had just glanced past it. Never would have seen it. But that's another one of the books that we're going to be doing here shortly. I don't think that's the book we're looking for. No, it doesn't look like it. I think that one's like space or one of the other ones. So let's move down here. And we'll start getting a closer look at these piles. Maybe we can find one in these piles. It would be lucky just to spot the last book from up here. I'm not gonna lie, it would be very, very lucky. But it doesn't hurt to look. It's always helpful. So let's should be close to here. I knew that was that book. Which one? This one, volume 7. Okay, so there we go. All right. So these are books we're gonna have to keep an eye out for as well as these wooden-looking books. They've got like a wooden back to them almost. And I completed this set the other day. But got these wooden-looking ones, the silver fronts, and I want to call it like a witch-looking book, because it's the Grand Compendium of Healing Magic. So it's very, very, very easy to spot these ones and possibly even those wooden-looking books. The one with the silver fronts, unless the light hits them just right, you're probably not going to see it. Like that. Right there. This is volume 3. Oh, okay. That's crazy. I didn't see that one the other day. And that one right there, too. What in the world's going on? What am I going to do? Spot another one? That would have been crazy, huh? Alright. I thought I recognized the back of that book. I thought I did. And it's crazy. We're on a little bit of a roll right now. Come on. Oh, we were gonna do the purple with the yellow bags. That's what, or the yellow stripes up top. That's what we were gonna do. I remember that now. I remember that. Too bad I forgot. Look at that. Now we go find out if this is a 5 set or not. So we'll walk over here and we'll put it right here. Yellow. So it's a 5 set. Alright, cool. We don't have to use any skills for these guys. Awesome. What do we want to work on now? Probably the purple book with the yellow stripe across the top. Anybody spot purple book, yellow stripe? I know there's another one in here. I know there is. Or maybe it's in that stack. Did we not just pick up that book? Did we not just pick that one up? What in the world? What in the world is happening? There's one. I knew there were more than one on this end of the room down there. Alright, so now we start kind of walking the edge of the railing here while we're looking down there. Don't forget we still have that, those wooden books to look for, as well as the silver philosophy book as well. So let's do, actually, you know what? Let's just run around and get our initial run through done, so we can find everything that's gonna be they're gonna be very obvious to see. We'll just pick up all of the obvious ones to see, and then we'll go through and we'll grab all of the nitpicky ones. They're gonna be super hard to find. Swear there's another one in this pile, but we'll have to go through that in a minute. Alright, so I don't see one over there. So I don't see one over there. Y'all let me know if I walk over one. Sometimes I'm crazy. You never know what I'm gonna do. Alright, so that's a green stripe. So let me know if y'all see it. There's one. Also be on the lookout for those wooden books as well. They're not wooden per se, but it's the easiest way of describing them. There's another one. I know there's more than one. We're gonna have to pick up those Yu-Gi-Oh looking books too, because I'm starting to see a lot of those as well. There's one. No. That's a different. What? I didn't pick that up. Yeah, see, there's a lot of those Yu-Gi-Oh looking books. We're gonna have to go through and pick all those up. Purple with a yellow stripe. Here's another look at it if y'all need another look. There's the back, there's the front. That's green with a yellow stripe. Okay. I think we've gone through with our first initial run. I think we've grabbed everything that's going to be obvious to grab. So now we'll start our nitpicky walk through, and we'll just kind of go through slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, honestly. If there's any games you guys want to watch or recommend, just feel free to leave a comment. I would love to get a list together of things that you guys would want to see more from me personally. So if you guys have any suggestions, anything you guys want to see in particular, you guys just leave a comment, and I will be sure. I'm gonna put it all into a list, and I'm just gonna start streaming things one by one. As soon as I get a schedule together for streaming as well. Boy, that was almost horrible. My chair was pressing the power button on my computer. That was almost horrible. Okay, so structural analysis, I think if I had to wager a guess, structural analysis of sorceress equations, it's going to be on the equations. Where would that go? Mathematics? Yeah, I'm gonna say mathematics. So it's gonna go like right there. Did anybody else see that? Are those? Oh, okay. Let's just put this in here. Let's see if it glows. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so with it glowing like that, that means it goes on this shelf. So now we know it goes on 2D. So we'll just continue looking around. If it comes down to it, we'll just hit the button, pick them all up at once. But honestly, I like just relaxing. Just relaxing and just walking around. It's not hard. It's not difficult at all. Just walk around, hang out. There's no difficulty to this at all. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. You have to sift through and all of that. But if you take it step by step, it's so much more relaxing. You grab one book and you just stroll through and you find as many of those books as you possibly can. Put them up on a shelf. Move on to the next book. Step by step, breaking down the process. It's so much easier. So, okay, so now, we do this. There's one over there, there's one over there, and there's one in this pile, like I knew there was. Of course. But there is one in that pile. And I see which one it is. I believe it's going to be that one or that one there. But there's one right here somewhere that we apparently missed. There it is. And it's going to be this one here. Okay. Alright, now we go to 2D. And we hit number 4. Yep. Alright. So my screen keeps doing some weird stuff off on the side. Not 100% sure what's happening over there. Alright. So we have hit 10 o'clock. I'm gonna check my Steam, see if there's anything that I may want to stream rather than the Librarian tonight. I don't think so, because I do have Crimson Desert. I don't have the ability to stream it yet. I'm getting a setup going right now. I have one of my very, very close friends. She is putting a computer together for me. So if you guys would in the chat, just congrats or thank you. Let's put her name down as an S. Say thank you, S, for just everything you do. Because they are putting one together for me, and that is going to be awesome, and it's going to help out so much. So you guys will be getting higher quality streams. You guys will be getting more Crimson Desert streams. You'll be getting a whole lot more once we get that going. All right. So honestly, when I switch over to YouTube, we might do maybe some Grimshire. I don't know if y'all have heard of that game. I don't know how much is known about that game in the streaming world. It's a very fun game, actually. I'm surprised a whole lot of people don't stream it more often. So I'm going to install that in the background for right now. Once that's done, which it's definitely not going to take long. I can promise you that. I have very high-speed internet. So once that gets done, we will do that. What we're going to do for now is we're going to grab this book here, because we keep seeing a lot of these books. Now, I know there's one tucked away in one of these corners or on one of these shelves. I remember that very clearly. So, there's one. Whoa, what's that? Oh, it's already done to play. Okay, so we'll finish up this stack, and then we're gonna switch over to that game. All right. But I will be streaming over on YouTube. I'm gonna stream that over there. So if you guys want to join me over there, that'd be awesome. Don't feel obligated to. Because in no way, shape, or form are you obligated to. Just relaxing. That's really what I go for. Absolutely no reason to be stressing out over anything right now. There's one in one of these piles. Is it? No. It was right there. Okay. And then, oh, I thought that was one. That's just a one of those data books that I keep seeing. Now, I'm pretty certain one of these books that I'm holding, the Guide to Toxin, Forbidden Alchemy, one of these books were like back here in one of these corners or up on one of these shelves. Could be wrong. Oh, there it is. Oh, wrong book. All right. Okay. So now we check the staircase. There's another one of those Yu-Gi-Oh books. So I'm not seeing one on the staircase unless y'all are. Looks like all of our simple stuff, just ordinary books. I'm not really seeing one of these purple books with the green on it. So now we'll check right here. I like zooming in because it gives me a little bit of a clearer picture as to what I'm looking at. Okay, so I'm not seeing one over here. Are those two of the same books sitting on each other? Yeah. Okay, cool. That'll help later down the line. There's also two of the same books sitting right next to one another. That's crazy. That one too. No? No. Okay. So we'll start looking up here for these books now. There's one. I'm sure we'll get down to the last one and we'll have to use one of the abilities to find it. Just because that's probably the way it's going to go. So just gonna get a good look at what's on the shelves. I don't believe it's on the shelf. So, I was standing here when I saw the one that was up here. Not seeing one over in this corner. I'll slow down and just kind of get a scan for what I see. Not seeing one. Okay. We still haven't found the green key either, which is highly unfortunate. We're gonna have to start checking stacks of books and stuff because it's looking like we're about to reach the end of the staircase down there, and we only have 6 volumes so far. So we need 4 more books, and I'm going to take a wild guess and say that we're not going to find 4 books within this little stretch here. I mean, possible, but not realistic. Look at that. We didn't even find one in that little stretch there. So, alright. So now we do an in-depth search. So we start going into each stack and getting a look at each book. Get an angle on the stairs, because if we recognize this purple, look at that. See, I wouldn't even have seen that. Go up in here into the corners and try to get a look at each of these books. Now we know it's got those little green hooks on the sides. Now we know we can also just look for those as well. Those will be easier to spot amongst the books. So there's one there. So let's see, we're missing 2 more books, I believe. Okay, and it's none of those. I don't think it's gonna be that one there. I try to go by visual, because stopping and reading down there at the bottom every single book takes way too long to be doing that. So just go by visual. If you see a little green poking out, just let me know. Go back and I'll check it. It's very, very difficult. Not difficult per se, but let's say tedious. That's the best way to put it, actually. Because, I mean, difficulty rating wise, 0 out of 10. Just for the sheer fact that all we're doing is picking up books and putting them on shelves. That's all. So actually we're only 1 book away now. And after we get all these books together, I'm going to switch over to Grimshire, and we're going to switch over to streaming on YouTube. So if anybody wants to join us, please feel free. Or feel free to just make this last book, disappear out of my game. You'll make me stay on stream forever. Alright, so let's see. It's got to be somewhere in this general area, I'm assuming. Let me close that. It's gotta be somewhere right here. somewhere. Oh, man. Maybe it's upstairs. Maybe we just waltzed right past it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Something I definitely could have done. That's right there. It's right there. Wow. Okay, so let's look at where the alchemy books go. One in. So back right corner, okay. And this is a 10 volume set, so we'll just put it right here, actually. We'll hit number 4 and we'll just let them go up on the shelf. Alright. Alright, guys. So, that was wonderful. Alright. Thank you, everybody who joined us. Wow, I couldn't have timed that better. We just hit an hour on the stream. Wow. Alright, so thank you guys for everybody. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight. Thank you everybody who is putting the time and effort to like the videos, to go to the YouTube, to do anything of the sort. I really, really, really appreciate every single one of you guys. And I wouldn't be able to stream if it wasn't for you guys. So I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And I hope everybody has a wonderful morning in the morning as well. Everybody, have a good night.